Alrighty, day zero thoughts. Here we go. Obviously, me and John are going to be working together. That is just the most obvious thing that is not obvious to anybody else in the house, as far as I know. Maybe Trey, but that's okay. So I already am in an alliance with 3 other dudes. It's me, John, and the Teddies. We're working on a name right now. Maquijabra is kind of an idea. I like teddy bears. They didn't like teddy bears. It was a little inclusive is what I was told, but that's okay. So that's really all that's really going on right now. Day 1 starts tomorrow. I'm heading off to work. I'm probably going to sleep all the way through the first HOH challenge, and then I'm going to make everybody wait and make everybody anxious, and it's going to be a good time. Everything's okay. We're all okay.
It looks like Max and Quinn and Bradley and I are all on the same alliance. So Max is another super fan of Survivor, and that could be a huge threat in the game. Right now, I'm not too worried about it, unless he is already playing me, because he seems like a very strategic man. We'll have to see. He seems pretty smart, so I'm just going to have to see his gameplay and how he wants to do this, but he is a super fan of Survivor, so I know he knows games like this. I know he knows strategy. His brother Quinn seems very smart also, and it almost worries me that they're brothers, because obviously they're going to be in cahoots on the side, but I can't really complain too much because, you know, Bradley and I are also in cahoots on the side. So I think we're kind of under that general understanding with each other, but we'll just have to see.
After a lot of consideration, I realized that I really need my brother in this game if I want to go far. So he and I have agreed to be friends, and we have started an alliance called Big Brother Little Brother, hashtag BBLB, and we're going to see how far we can go.
But I'm in an alliance with Quinn, which is called Big Brother Little Brother, which it is a good name. He came up with that. I have to give him credit for that. So is that a final 2 alliance? Maybe. I'm not really sure if I want to sit next to him at the end. I don't know if I want to make the jury pick between me and him, because I feel like they might pick him. So I'm gonna ride that like wave of brother trust for as long as I can, but like the second that I need to, he's done. Like I'll vote him out. Yeah, I'm not afraid to do that. And then we're also in, it's an alliance called Pineapple Pals, because there's this big discussion about pineapple pizza in the group chat, and I'm like, pineapple's great. It really is. There are other options that are better, but apparently me, Quinn, John, and Bradley are in the Pineapple Pals.
So I formed an alliance with Bobby and Max. We're all Clemson students, or former Clemson students. So we kind of formed a little Tiger alliance. So we'll see how that goes. And I also kind of formed an alliance with Melody. I've kind of forgot that I did that. So I had sent her a message, because we were both Ravenclaws in the Harry Potter world. So I sent her a message early on day 1 and didn't hear back from her. So I kind of forgot that I had sent that message. So, yeah, we'll see how that plays out. And in other news, John won the head of house, so that should be interesting. I had a good conversation with John early on, so I'm pretty confident he won't pick me. I would be surprised if he did, so we will see what happens.
Yeah, so today went pretty well. My phone was blowing up for most of the day, but that was to be expected. Yeah, it was fun. This seems like a solid group of people.
Hey Josh, it's Bradley here to give you my thoughts pretty much at the end of day 0. I love it. I love this. Everyone in this house is awesome. Everyone's getting along. Everyone's having a good time. It's not awkward, and it's really fun so far, and I'm super excited. But it's day 0, so starting tomorrow, it gets a little more competitive, a little more intense, and you know, someone's going to have to win HOH and put people on the block, and I don't really know. I don't know if I want to win the first HOH again, but I think I'm going to try. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and try. I have, this time differently from last time, I have sent messages to everyone in the house. I have started personal conversations with everybody. I have not gotten a response out of James, and that's it. But I pushed again to ask him another question. Maybe he'll answer me. I've started talking with Abby a little bit. Me and John have been talking, and then the group I told you about earlier, we're good.
One thing that a lot of people do not know, actually nobody in the game knows right now, is that I know one of the other contestants. So Bradley and I have been just complete best friends for the past 10 years. We know every single thing about each other. We have just been absolute best friends for more than 10 years, actually. So we have that to our advantage, and nobody else knows that we're best friends. The only person that knows that we even know each other would be Trey. And so we're gonna have to just kind of see how this plays out. We're gonna do our best to keep it under wraps, and we're also gonna do our best to use this wisely.
I want to send this video before Josh makes the HOH announcement, because I already know, because I've known for a long time how many people were out and how it was going, and I knew for the last 15, 20 minutes that John won, and John won the first HOH, and I am so excited. I'm so hyped. This is great. I'm safe. John's safe. Not everyone else is safe. It's going to be a good time.
Winning the first head of household of the season is John Oliver. Congratulations, John Oliver. You are the first head of household of the game.
John, my man, pulling out the HOH. Oh, I'm so excited. Pineapple Pals are safe for the first eviction. If we can just keep winning HOHs, we can run this house until the end of the game. And, oh, it's just, oh, yes.
Okay, hello everybody. So this is going to be my diary video for HOH, well, the first HOH competition. So John won. I'm not exactly super close with John, so I am just a little bit worried, but we did have a few good conversations, so I'd be kind of surprised if he did put me up, but with it being the first week and the first HOH, you know, it is a hard decision because, you know, we're still all pretty much strangers at this point. So if he did put me up, you know, I'm gonna fight for the veto. But in addition to that, I want to talk about the alliances I have formed so far. So I have an alliance with Abby, and I've actually, a secret is that I actually know Abby in real life. So that's something that's, you know, is a secret. But Bradley knows that I know Abby, or have known Abby. He doesn't know exactly that I know Abby very well, but he knows I did trust him with that information, as he did give me some information as well. So I'm hoping to form an alliance with Bradley. I do really enjoy talking to him, and he does seem like a strategic player. However, I also have another alliance. It's called the Ravenclaw Alliance, and that's with Ben, but we actually haven't got to talk as much as I'd like to, but he did reach out to me to form an alliance because we are both Ravenclaws in the Harry Potter world.
The HOH competition Infection has just ended. John Oliver has been declared the winner and head of household, therefore. And I couldn't be more excited. This HOH competition has worked out exactly as I would have hoped. I got randomly selected first and was able to get the secret bonus power, which was the extra power of veto that I can use anytime between now and when there are 8 players left, which is first and foremost awesome. John is somebody I have been friends with outside the game for a long time now. We haven't seen each other in a while, but we still are on good terms, which is great because I don't think he'll put me up. This is just turning out exactly as I could have hoped. Right now, I think I'm in the best position because I know as many, if not the most people in the house from previous things, whether it be Bradley and John from back home, or Abby from the previous game. I've even met Ben once at Crossroads Summer Camp a while back, which I don't even know if he remembers me, but we'll see. But with my extra power of veto and the fact that I've got a friend in head of household right now, I think I'm as safe as humanly possible from this juncture, which is great, but also just moving forward, I think I've got a lot to work with here. I'm super excited just to see how this competition unfolds, but I have like everything I could hope to have right now, which is excellent. So yeah, I'm still in the evaluation stage on the people who I want to forge alliances with, and who I want. I obviously want to be friendly with everybody in the house, but the people that I'm really considering on building alliances with are Bradley. Bradley right now, I think he and I are probably the closest thing that I have an alliance to right now, so that's should be interesting. Then John and Abby as well. Those are the three right now that I'm considering. We'll see. I've liked Quinn in the group message. I think he seems like a cool guy, and we got a lot in common, so maybe we can try to work something out there too. But right now I'm just trying to kind of settle in. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. It seems like right now that tomorrow is going to be terrible. Just wait until 5 p.m. It's going to have me nervous, because although I feel safe, like I said, anything can happen. And like I said, I have my power of veto, so the moment I get put up on the block, I'm using it like that. But still, it's kind of nerve-wracking, because I'd like to save that for a little while at least. Also, my point of view going into this competition with the veto is, since I have it until there are 8 people left, it's use it or lose it. So as it gets closer and closer, look for me to use it, if for no other reason than just as a gesture of goodwill to somebody, so that hopefully build an alliance off that. We'll see. But yeah, right now, couldn't be happier, couldn't be more pumped up. I have everything going for me, and it's win or bust. So I'm not gonna play it too cautious. I'm gonna kind of play I got nothing to lose and go for gold, because anything else is a disappointment.
Hey guys, how's it going? My week 1 nominations for eviction are Trey Robb and James Garcia. These are 100% based on people that haven't reached out to me and I haven't really gotten to know. Week 1 is really tough because we haven't had a chance to get to know each other and really haven't gotten to see each other's gameplay. So I'm hoping that that whoever wins in that and gets to stay doesn't take it to heart, because it's strictly just people who haven't reached out to me. So thanks guys, have a good day.
So John just sent in his nominations. Trey and James are on the block, which was exactly the plan. James has no clue what's going on, and Trey has played before, so we want to get him out because he's a veteran. We've been told through our intel that it will make the least amount of waves in the house, because we're not trying to like piss people off right away. So hopefully everyone's just kind of on board with getting one of them out. Hopefully they don't have super big alliances right now. I would like to get picked to play in the veto, just so I cannot use it, so I can have some sort of power but still not get any blood in my hands. So I hope I get picked. I hope it's a fun challenge, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.
So I made a journal entry earlier today after the household competition, because I thought that'd be the end of the proceedings for tonight. But then after messaging Bradley and John individually, they formed a group chat with me and asked me to be in alliance with them, which was what I was planning on doing anyway, so that sounded great to me. However, their plan is to put me up this week on the block to make it appear like I am not working with them at all, and then we would eventually unite into an alliance once the time came. But they would protect me through it. They say that they know I have the votes to be able to make it through unscathed. Plus, they don't know, but I also have the power of veto already. I wouldn't want to use it this early per se, but if it kept me safe, it's nice to have.
This is about the fact that I've had a conversation with John Oliver today. He and your brother, Bradley, are the only ones that have asked if Melody and I know each other. Our backstory is I knew Melody from middle school before I moved to Nashville. And then I moved back here for school, but we were friends on Facebook and she saw my application, and that's what kind of, got us rekindled. John believed it, Bradley believed it, but Melody told John that she didn't know me. So we're hoping that he doesn't target her as a liar or something and hold that against her and try to get her out.
Not too much going on right now. John said a whole lot happened unintentionally today, but he hasn't had a chance to explain it to me yet, so I'm just kind of wondering what that may be. So far, I think everybody's just on board to get James out because I don't know what this dude's problem is, but I don't like him. And the sooner he's out, the happier I'll be. And we're going to have a fun time in the house once he's gone.
James, I don't know what your problem is, but your attitude is terrible. And it's a good thing that you don't even want to be here because none of us want you to be here either. So sit your butt on the block. Hope you win veto because that's the only thing that's going to keep you safe at this point.
What is up, guys? The results are in, and winning this first Power of Veto competition is, congratulations, Ben Brown. Ben Brown, you have won the first Power of Veto of the game.
Hey, what's up, viewing party? Just wanted to give you guys a quick update. So I have the power of veto. So that means that I can save either Trey or James, who are both on the block. So recent development in the Alliance's world. So Trey, I sent a message to him super early on in this game, seeing if he wanted to work together. And then I never heard back from him for a couple of days. So I just assumed, hey, he doesn't want to work together. I'll go find something else. So Trey recently messaged me and said that he missed this message and he definitely wanted to work together. So now I have Alliance number 3. So that was unexpected. So I asked around to see who was planning on voting for whom. And Trey is not on anyone's mind. Most people are voting for James. So I feel like he's safe. So I will not be using my power of veto.
He's been kind of a strange member of the group. He wanted to limit the chat that we could have, which was the only way any of us could communicate, so that would have been odd. So I just don't think he's really ready to be playing in the game, and he doesn't seem to really want to be here. So I guess that's a good riddance. Bye, James.
So as you all know, I have the power of veto today, and I have decided to save no one. I will not be using the power of veto tonight.
I vote to evict James. See ya!
I vote to evict James. Sorry, dude.
And I think it's time that we say goodbye to James.
I vote to evict James. Bye.
Hey, anyway, like I said a few minutes ago, I vote to evict James. That was pretty simple. Okay, bye.
Hi, sorry, getting food. I vote to evict James Garcia. Okay, bye.
Hey Josh, I unfortunately cast my vote to evict James.
I vote to evict James.
What is up, guys? Before I get to the vote, I'm just going to quickly tell you guys, love the way you guys are playing. It's been a lot of fun so far. I hope you guys are all having a great time, because ultimately we do this to have a good time and to have fun. So I hope you guys are having a really good time. Secondly, the viewing party is going extremely well. A lot of people are really loving that. We have, I think, over 30 people in the group, and a lot of them are being very active. And even tomorrow, we're doing our first Facebook Live show with a former player. It's going to be a lot of fun. You guys can watch all that nonsense long after the season's over. But the people in the viewing party want to hear from you. They want to know what your point of view is on the game and what's going on. So please send me your videos whenever you're having thoughts, whenever you think something about the game. Some of you do this all the time. Some of you haven't heard from yet. So I want to know where your head is at in this game. So please send me those videos. And now it is time for the vote. Once I reveal the vote, the evicted house guests will have just a few minutes to say their goodbyes and will be removed from the Big Brother house. By a unanimous vote, James, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.